Hello and welcome out to Tucson, Arizona. I'm Ryan Sirkin. It's always a pleasure to bring you Pima Community College basketball on the Aztec Sports Network from the old pueblo of Tucson, Arizona. Here at Aztec Gymnasium, it's the undefeated 3-0 and number 3 team in the country, Pima Community College Aztecs, as they take on Park University Gilbert JV team. Another junior varsity team comes down to try to take down one of the top teams in the NJCAA. We'll get you the starting lineup. First for the visiting Buccaneers of Park Gilbert, it's DJ Arkerson, Demarion Cunningham, Julian Allianz, Christian Amos, and Devin Irving. As for the Pima Community College Aztecs, as sent out by head coach Brian Peabody, one change to last game as Wolf Eagles did suffer that injury. He's not in the lineup today. In steps G.J. Graham, along with Isaiah Hill, Isaac Johnson, Brock Mendoza, and Mason Hunt. So the two guards of G.J. Graham and Isaiah Hill, with the forwards of Johnson and Hunt, with the center Brock Mendoza to try to tip off against Devin Irving. Pima Community College in the gray uniforms, Park in the red uniforms, as Mendoza tips this one into the hands of Allianz, and we are underway. Pima like to go quick. We'll see how Park settles things down to maybe slow things down in order to get some high-efficient shots and slow down the high-octane offense of the Aztecs. The key to the game for Park is going to be limit the turnovers, as Irving tries an elbow floater. It does not go. Rebounded by Johnson. He crosses quickly. Mendoza wants it down low. He gets it and slams it down with two hands. An early 2-0 lead for the Pima Aztecs. Again, this full court pressure has caused all kinds of problems for every team that has come down to Tucson so far this year. Baseline drive by Allianz. Nice pass. Again, it's Irving with a floater. And again, off back iron and rebounded away. Quickly come the Aztecs once more. All the way around the perimeter, sets up an alley-oop and an easy layup attempt for Mason Hunt, who doubles the Pima advantage 4-0. And it's tipped out of play by G.J. Graham. We're going to see this pretty much the entire game of Pima suffocating Park as they try to cross the timeline. We saw it last time with Arizona Christian, who just couldn't get the ball across. A couple of 10-second violations. Park get it across, however, as it's Cunningham. He sets up a three-pointer. That's off back iron by Allianz and rebounded away once more. Up ahead, Mendoza tries to keep it in, but unfortunately stepped out of play, and Graham will be credited with the turnover as he led Mendoza too far outside. A minute and a half played so far, 4-0 Aztecs. And it's tipped into the hands of Amos. He drives but loses out to Mendoza. 3-on-2 opportunity for the Aztecs. Hill drives in on the southpaw, off the window and in. 6-0 advantage for Pima. Again, Amos the other way. Floater doesn't go. Rebound Irving. He puts it back up. Doesn't go either. And a first whistle of the game as Mendoza is whistled for the personal foul. And 2 free throws incoming for Devin Irving. First one drops down, and Park finally get on the board 2 minutes into this one. I've had a couple of good looks, just haven't been able to drop the ball down the bucket. The second one is good as well. That's another key for Park, is if they are to upset Pima, they're going to have to make their most of the free throws. Probably won't get very many as Hill spins it off the rim and drops it down once more. Pima love to score 100 points, have scored 100 in each of the opening 3 games. Have only trailed to one of the teams, which was Arizona Christian, as a jump ball is whistled for. Possession arrow favors Pima, who will take over on the jump ball. Amos holding his head. Hopefully he's all right to continue. Mendoza to inbound to Hill. 8-2 Pima lead. Here's Johnson. All the way around the perimeter. Graham tries to alley-oop it to Johnson, who collects it anyway and flushes it down with two hands. Not how they would have drawn it up, but it works nonetheless as Hill almost intercepts, but Allianz comes out on top. Cunningham tries a right wing three. Doesn't go. Rebound, Mason Hunt. Quickly come the Aztecs again. 3-on-2. Mendoza drives inside. Euro step. Too big, too strong. And it's a 10-point advantage for Pima. Park tried to counter with fast pace of their own, and it does not go for Cunningham. Quickly again, Isaac Johnson lays it up and in. Pima scoring bunches, and when it rains, it pours. Pima up by 12, 3 minutes into this one. Amos has it stolen away. 4-on-1, make it 3-on-1 as Hunt makes it look easy on the fast break, and the points off turnovers continue to climb for Pima. Can Park finally get it across? Yes, they do. Irving will slow things down. Hand it off to Amos. All the way in the right wing, it's Cunningham. He's bumped, and a whistle blows as Isaiah Hill picks up his first personal foul. 16:25 on the clock here at the Aztec Gymnasium. 16-2. Pima leads. No changes for either side just yet, but Park only have two subs. A 7-man rotation is all they'll have at their disposal here this afternoon. Tipped by Hill and stolen away by Mendoza. Hunt up ahead for Graham. Alley-oop attempt for Johnson. And the Globetrotter start that we've seen to the season continues the trend here in the fourth game of the year with alley-oops, dunks, steals, all of the above for Pima. Drive down low, stolen away by Hill. Then he immediately throws it away to Amos, who has it blocked by Johnson. 3-on-3 opportunity. Three-pointer. Hunt tickles the twine, and the first three-pointer of the night drops down the hatch. And Pima up by 19. And the first time out of the game will step aside for the first time. Pima up 21-2 on the Aztec Sports Network.
Testing out his skills in robotics, Alex Phillips is a little envious he wasn't able to learn his trade at Pima Community College's new advanced manufacturing facility.
This is sort of what I would imagine the sort of facilities that like MIT has almost.
Phillips, who recently graduated from Pima, is checking out the new state-of-the-art amenities. Advanced equipment will be offered to students who are interested in automated industrial technology, computer-aided design, machining, and welding programs. This Center of Excellence has also impressed the local employers looking to hand-select Pima students to build their technology.
It makes us happy to come together with our students to show that manufacturing in this next century is a bright new future.
Out of the media timeout, Pima up 21-2, and we do have the chat available to you if you want to interact with me or your fellow fans. Kyle has already used the Aztec Sports Network chat, so we appreciate his involvement in tonight's broadcast as Pima get another easy lay-in at the dish. Stolen away again by Hill. Here's Mendoza. He'll drive in between three, kick it out. Hunt from the mid-range, too strong. Mendoza gets the rebound and puts it right back down, 25-2. And Pima again showing no signs of stopping as they try to force another turnover, but it ends up in the seats and out of play. Stolen by Johnson. Hill with a nice behind the back move, gets it back from Hunt and lays it up and in. Isaiah Hill has a triple-double this year on steals as Johnson kept that alive, but it goes into the hands of Irving. We'll talk more about that when we have a chance as Irving finally stops the bleed and puts Park back up on the board. Going back to the point about Isaiah Hill and the game against Benedictine Mesa junior varsity team, he had a triple-double in points, steals, and assists. And against Arizona Christian, he had 10 points, 8 steals, and 10 assists. Almost got back up on that as he steals one again and then gets the assist to Mendoza. It's 31-4. Quickly across the timeline and dunked down by Tevin Irving. Ball ends up in the tunnel. That will allow Park University to slow things down and catch their breath against what's been a high-flying, high-scoring Pima offense. 6 minutes played in the first half. Here's Hunt. He'll eye up a three and knock it down. His second three-pointer of the night. Mason Hunt with another one puts Pima up 34-6. Across the timeline again, here's Isaac Hurtado, the newly introduced Park University Buccaneer. And we'll have a big group substitution at the next stoppage for the Aztecs. Pass inside, floated up over Mendoza's head, but he picks up the board. Poked out of play by John Pimentel, and we will have the big group substitution for the Aztecs. A new 5 as the starting 5 of Graham, Hill, Johnson, Mendoza, and Hunt are replaced. It's Kalen Brown who makes his season debut, along with Rowan McKenzie, who also makes his season debut, Drew Hall, Tavion Brown, and Kai Green. Straightaway three-pointer for McKenzie, and he knocks it down. That's one thing Pima has not done. Steal, it's taken right back by John Pimentel. Then a long three-pointer, too strong, off the hand of Allianz. Pima pushed the tempo again. Brown wants the alley-oop, won't get it. Instead, McKenzie another three. Doesn't go, and an offensive loose ball foul by Kalen Brown on the over-the-back. And 2 substitutions for Park Gilbert as Christian Amos and DJ Arkerson come back in. Again, just a 7-man roster for Park University. Full court press as Hurtado crosses the timeline with Irving. Amos inside, back outside Irving. Poked away by McKenzie and again into the seats. This is game 1 of 2 here tonight. We will also have the women's basketball team who will make their home opener. 6 games into the season as they host Yavapai College about 30 minutes after the conclusion of this one. We'll have it here on the Aztec Sports Network. Hope you'll join us as well. The active hands by the Aztecs. Brown and McKenzie double up Amos, who throws it away into the hands of Kalen Brown. And then it's tipped out of play as Hall tried to find McKenzie in the corner. So far, no fouls against Park, 3 fouls against Pima. Off the inbound, Brown knocks down a tray. 40-6 with 5 3-pointers knocked down by the Aztecs. And then Green the other way with one-handed slam. Pima are all over Park University at the moment, and a quick 30-second timeout called as Park could not get the inbound in. And we'll stretch that into a media timeout and take a break on the Aztec Sports Network.
Automotive is more than just a place to buy a car. Our commitment goes beyond the showroom floor. We're dedicated to giving back to the community that has embraced us. From supporting local schools to participating in neighborhood cleanups, we're invested in making Tucson better for everyone. Because without the community around us, without you, we wouldn't be here. Thank you for supporting us all these years. Chapman Automotive.
Thank you for the questions on the Aztec Sports Network chat. What year was Pima Community College founded? It was in 1969. After getting approval in 1966, after building the college, it was founded as Pima Community College. And there are multiple campuses to Pima Community College. We are at West Campus. That's where all the athletics are played, as this one is poked out of play by Green. Pima ahead 42-6, 11:50 to go in the opening half. And we have some errors here at the scores table. That gives me a chance to tell you about the opening 3 games of the season for Pima Community College. They beat Community Christian College 141-67, then Benedictine Mesa JV 132-53, and then Arizona Christian University 123-70. Back into action as Hall steals it away. McKenzie drives in, nice pass as Kai Green lays it through. Pima, so far this year, have taken an immense amount of high percentage shots. To give some perspective, Isaac Johnson won the ACCAC Division II Player of the Week, averaging 29.5 points per game on 90% shooting for that week, which is absolutely unheard of for somebody to shoot such high percentage and score so many points. But you're seeing how effective Pima has been, whether it's beyond the arc, down low, or anywhere in between. Pima has been able to knock them down with consistency in the opening 4 games of the year. (44-6) as this one is thrown out of play, but it is tipped by Kalen Brown as Park will keep it. Allianz to inbound. He finds Irving, who almost collides with Brown, then steps inside and knocks down another. Irving has all 8 points for Park. 9 minutes played in the opening half. Hall double teamed. He finds Brown, who finds Green. Nice ball movement. Sets up a wide open McKenzie from the corner. Left it short. Rebound Kai Green, and he drops it right back down. Kai Green off the bench against Arizona Christian had 23 points. And off the bench here, he is in double figures once more, as he gets it again from Hall and slams it down. 2 hands for safety. Half a century of points already for the Aztecs. Quickly the other way, and a foul called against Kalen Brown, and that sends Julian Allianz to the free throw line to shoot 2. And a chance here for Park Gilbert to have somebody other than Devin Irving get on the score sheet. And the Buccaneers are 3 for 3 from the charity stripe. Second free throw is off back iron, and again, here come Pima. McKenzie to Hall. Cross-court pass. Brown drives down low baseline, lays it up and in. Park increased the tempo. Amos picked up his dribble, had nowhere to go. Taken by Green. Hall down low, he lays it up and in. How many times have we heard laid up and in because of how easy it's been for Pima as McKenzie drops it down the bucket. Halfway through the first half, and Pima are already halfway to 100. Green lays it up and in. 9:30 to go in the first half. Amos works down low on Hall, and a foul called against Drew Hall, and that brings the starting five back out onto the court for Pima. So G.J. Graham, Isaiah Hill, Isaac Johnson, Brock Mendoza, and Mason Hunt. And that's something that Coach Peabody has at his disposal. I mean, he's got a starting five, and then he's got a team that could start for most of the teams in the country with five that come in off the bench with this high floater off the glass by Isaac Hurtado. Park University get to double figures as G.J. Graham with a nice move. Can't finish the three. Isaiah Hill will try to get it down. He doesn't get it to go either, and it's tipped out of play off Isaac Johnson and out of play. Amos double teamed, and it ends up here at the scores table. Thrown into the backcourt, into the hands of Isaiah Hill. Curious to see how many steals Isaiah Hill has once we get to the end of the ball game, as this one ends up out of play off the fingertips of Devin Irving. Well, thank you, Kyle, for finding the NBA player from Pima Community College as Isaiah Hill brings it across the timeline. Alley-oop attempt, and Johnson. Another alley-oop, another dunk for Isaac Johnson. Eight and a half to go in the first half, 60-11 of the score. And one thing you will not see is Pima take its foot off the gas. They don't care how much they win by or how many points they score. Here's Graham. He lays it up and in. And a foul called against Isaiah Hill. Next foul will put Park into the bonus.
Foul on Aztecs number 2, that's Isaiah Hill.
And the next stoppage will send us to immediate timeout as well. As the season rolls along, the amount of fans in attendance will continue to increase. With conference play right around the corner. Nice drive, doesn't get the finish as Cunningham can't get it to fall. Graham up to Hunt, and nobody there to contest the two-handed flush. That comes off Hunt's toe, and Park will keep it for the time being, but here's the media timeout as promised. 64-11. Pima ahead. Will step aside for a brief message from Chapman Automotive Group on the Aztec Sports Network.
Chuck Wagon here, and football's hard. But finding your next vehicle at Chapman Automotive is easy. We've got 7 brands across 9 locations and hundreds of vehicles to choose from. Chapman Automotive. Come visit us today or check us out online at ChapmanTucson.com. Want to chill right here for a second.
Out of the timeout, 64-11. Pima ahead with 7:49 to go in the opening half. Want to take a moment to thank our sponsors for tonight's game. That's Chapman Automotive Group, a proud partner of all things Pima athletics, whether it's basketball, soccer, or any of the sports offered here at Pima. Chapman Automotive Group, a proud partner of all things Pima athletics, and Vantage West Credit Union, a proud partner of Pima men's basketball. Same group for the Aztecs, which is the starting five of Graham, Hill, Johnson, Mendoza, and Hunt. Tipped in, stolen away, and an easy find for Hunt, who gets the steal and the assist. And Johnson gets the 2 easy points. A nice move, but too strong on the mid-range jumper. Rebound goes to Irving. He's cornered before he passes it off to Pimentel, and he can't finish with Mendoza in his face. Graham bumped, no whistle, and it's thrown towards the backcourt. Mendoza has it tipped, and he tips it out of play, in fact. Julian Allianz able to find Pimentel. Then a three-pointer from the left wing. Amos, too strong off the backboard. Hunt tries. Too strong, and Johnson somehow puts it back down with a full speed ahead move. I didn't quite grasp the basketball, but he's still able to tip it in like a volleyball player. Pima up by a ton. Pass down low. Allianz can't finish, and Mendoza collects. 3v3, make it 4-on-3, and it's out of play off Mendoza. And one thing you will see as the season goes along is, obviously, with how fast Pima play, it's inevitable that they do commit turnovers, but for the most part, it sets up easy opportunities to score, as Johnson, like a cornerback this time, picks it off. Then cross-court pass, Hill. Pump fakes inside Graham, easy as you like. 2 more points, Pima up to 70-11. 2-on-2. Irving, nice move. And a delay of game against Julian Allianz. The next one will result in a technical. Alley-oop, this time to Mendoza, who collects and gets it to go. Some of these alley-oop attempts haven't been perfectly timed, but they have resulted in points, and that's all that matters as Graham collects a block. Then up ahead, Johnson. That one was perfectly timed. Pimentel. Now Allianz. He'll get it back. Methodical approach this time for Park. Shot clock down to 9. Allianz over to Amos. Good defense here from Pima. Inside Cunningham. He can't get it to fall. 5 minutes to play in the opening 20. Graham, nice no-look pass. And a big finish from Brock Mendoza. Amos to the back, bucket. And I was at a loss of words after that block from Hunt. Off the backboard, and oh my goodness, Graham to Johnson. Defense leads to offense. And a stud started. What a finish from Johnson as a foul's called against Isaiah Hill. And that puts Park into the bonus. And Isaiah Hill with his second personal foul. Another big group substitution for the Aztecs. It's the same five that replaced the starting five of Drew Hall, Rowan McKenzie, Kalen Brown, Tavian Brown, and Kai Green. 4:32 left in the opening half. As the first one rattles home for Christian Amos, and he's rewarded with another attempt from the free throw line. Only one foul committed by Park. 7 committed by Pima as the second offering hits back iron. Hall hounded in the backcourt. He's able to get the pass off. Brown finds Brown, and mid-range jumper no good. Rebound, DJ Arkerson. Cunningham. Back outside, three-pointer, Amos. Too strong, rebound, McKenzie. Brown up ahead for Kalen Brown. Too strong on the finish. Hall bounces it off a foot. Pima keep it, McKenzie. Hit both sides of the rim, but doesn't go. Still 78-14. Scoring has slowed. Here's Amos. Irving. Toilet bowled around, doesn't go. McKenzie has it poked, but it goes into the hands of Tavian Brown. Green. Inside Kalen Brown, and he gets it to go this time. His first 2 points of the season. With 3 minutes to go before halftime, and we will have an abbreviated halftime, just a 3-minute halftime, so we'll just take a quick break and then come back and bring you the final 20 minutes of this one. Pump fake, nice move. Christian Amos puts Park back on the board. Hall down low to Green. All the way across, McKenzie. Too strong. Rebounded away by Amos, who's been the focal point on offense as of late for Park. And he'll take another shot and drop down another. Not an easy finish. Hall thought about the three. Instead, it's Brown. Back outside, McKenzie another three. He gets it to fall. Rowan McKenzie with another 3-point strike. And it's stolen away by McKenzie. Inside Green, double clutch. 85 points for Pima. Still 2 minutes to go before halftime. Hall intercepts and gets his first 2 points of the ball game. McKenzie intercepts. Hall up ahead. He can't collect, and it bounces off his chest and out of play. And a media timeout with 98 seconds to play in the opening half. We'll step aside quickly on the Aztec Sports Network.
I'm Brene. I am a second, third-ish year student here at Pima in the arts program. I am a first-generation college student. I didn't really come from a very artistic background. I kind of was just following my passion and my desires, ended up in here and fell in love with everything. I represented Pima at the Sculpture Festival in town this most recent year. I sold my first piece. I was really excited. For me, the strongest point of being here is the instructors. Pima is such a wonderful melting pot of people from all kinds of different places and ages. Renee, before I set foot in here, did not talk to anybody in class, did not talk to instructors really. My confidence was, almost at the floor, and now it's skyrocketed.
1:38 on the clock. 87-18 Pima in the first half. Still the same 5 out there for the Aztecs, as Isaac Hurtado has to pick up his dribble. Nice pass to find Pimentel and across the timeline. Arkerson, too strong on a three-point attempt. Hall tips it out of play, and Park will have another attempt. Under the basket. Inbound goes to the top of the key. Cunningham off back iron. Brown rises for the board. McKenzie quickly finds Hall wide open for 3, and he knocks it down. His first three-point attempt. His first three-pointer of the night, 90-18. The highest scoring first half I think I've ever seen. Pimentel. He finds Arkerson from the baseline. He can't get it to fall. And again, Pima race across the timeline. Brown Euro steps and gets it to fall. Stolen by McKenzie. Inside, Hall. Alley-oop for Green. And 2 more points for the Aztecs. And out of play was Irving. So Pima will have another chance at points with 22 seconds to play in the opening half. Here's Green. Hall inside, nice move, easy as you like, uncontested layup. And that should do it for the first 20 minutes. One final shot, doesn't go. 20 minutes down, 20 minutes to go. Pima up 96-18 at the half. Again, just a 3-minute halftime. We'll be back after this word on the Aztec Sports Network.
In Tucson, thousands face the daily struggle of homelessness. Oscar Casillas was just another face in the crowd, down and out, lost and alone. But hope was on the menu for Oscar. He took part in the Pima Start program, and now he's a chef.
Money motivated, staying dedicated.
Got a job, I got my own place. You know, I started a family now.
I just want success.
The Pima Start program is a lifeline for people like Oscar. A partnership between Pima Community College and the homeless shelter Gospel Rescue Mission, it provides essential training and support to help people rebuild their lives.
It gave me that passion to want to cook, because I didn't really like cooking that much. I was, going through a lot of hard times, but yeah, it made me feel good about myself.
Success.
The end result was a recipe for success. Oscar graduated from Pima, much to the delight of his instructor, Chef Daryl Wong.
Definitely he's progressed from where he was before to where he is now, and he is a productive individual.
Put it right there.
And then figure out 2 inches.
Chef Wong has been with the Pima Start program since it launched in 2022. He's been working diligently ever since to make sure those victorious achievements keep coming.
It's our way of actually outreaching to our public and our community, and to actually help people gain work skills.
Along with culinary arts, Gospel Rescue Mission guests can also choose to upskill or reskill in information technology, building and construction, or obtain a Class A commercial driver's license.
That, guys, right there is your slope.
Guest Jesse Smith wants to become a plumber.
The program's pretty decent. It actually gets you off the street, helps you get work.
And Kevin Conley is polishing his expertise in the IT field.
It's very difficult being homeless. Being out of work and not being able to generate my own income, have my own place, just build my own life. This is giving me an opportunity to get back to that.
The program depends on the support of generous donors. Because of their contributions, hundreds of Tucsonans have been lifted off the streets into a better life.
Made me feel loved, I guess, again. Made me feel like, like there's not alone. I'm not alone. It just like opened the doors to, positive things in my life. There you have it. Bon appetit. Hope you guys enjoy.
Start of the second half, getting ready to commence as Pima comes out with their starting five from the opening half of Brock Mendoza, G.J. Graham, Isaiah Hill, Isaac Johnson, and Mason Hunt. With Pima ahead 96-18. Isaac Johnson led all scorers with 18. Kai Green right behind him off the bench with 16. As Pima are on the cusp of another 100-point game. And the second half has started. It's Park University Gilbert basketball as the Buccaneers look for something to get going in their direction as Johnson gets the steal, has Mendoza ahead, finds him, and then it's stolen away. An opportunity for Park to get on the board early in the half. Three-point shot, in and out as Hill gets the board. Lackadaisical so far to start the half for Pima. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers as Hunt gets the rejection, though. And again on the fast break. Johnson up ahead. Mendoza collects, gets it back to Johnson, who lays it up. Doesn't go. Mendoza gets the board, finds Johnson again. He's not going to miss those. We'll see who gets the 100th point for the Aztecs. It's got to be one of those 5 out there now, you would assume. Amos drives in, back outside. Good ball movement. Another three-pointer from Allianz, and he knocks it down. Park University get on the board in the second half with a trifecta. Mendoza wants it down low. He'll get it, and there's the 100th point and a century of points for the Aztecs so far tonight. Another three-pointer, Allianz, again from the same exact spot. Toilet bowled and flushed down. Up ahead, Mendoza collects, gets bumped, finishes it off anyway. And while we've got some time, a chance to tell you more about Pima's next couple of games. They'll play back-to-back days on Friday and Saturday. First one against Benedictine Mesa, and then November 22nd on Saturday against Justice College junior varsity team. Again, Benedictine Mesa already lost to Pima by 79, 132-53. And this is not the last time that Pima will play against Park, as Park University will come back down on December 6th. That's a Saturday at noon. And a whistle's blown. We'll see what the call is. And just eavesdropping, there's a technical foul issued to the bench. An unsportsmanlike conduct to somebody on the Pima bench. As the first technical free throw is good. Don't know what was said or who said it, but All we do know is Park will get 2 free points after both are knocked down by Julian Allianz. It is Pima basketball, and Coach Peabody not happy with those not suited up, so he sends them into the crowd to sit in the bleachers, and they're no longer welcome to sit on the bench. As he cost his side 2 points. A Johnson to inbound. Mendoza gets it down low and then finds Johnson again, who flushes down 2 more. And he's up to 20 points. Last time out, Johnson with a double-double, 23 points, 12 boards. Short on the three-point attempt by Devin Irving. Hill races. Tries to find Mendoza down low, tipped around, and stolen away by Amos. Cunningham emerges and floats it through. Mendoza full steam ahead, has it poked off his knee and out of play. How I've always viewed the basketball season is it's really split into 3 different seasons, right? You got the out-of-conference schedule, you've got the in-conference schedule, and then you've got the postseason if you're lucky enough to get there. As Hill steals another one up to Graham, he lays it up and in. So at the moment, I consider this the preseason because if you lose these games, it doesn't really hurt you in the grand scheme of things as long as you win your conference games, as Irving misses this one off the rim. Johnson up for Hill. He'll rise and knock down a trifecta. 111-30. Because if you lose the out-of-conference games again, they do hurt you if you're looking to make it to the postseason at an at-large bid. But if you win your conference, that doesn't really matter. So that's what I consider the regular season is when conference play starts, as Hill gets a steal and then lays it up and in. But then when conference play starts, every win, every loss is magnified. You don't want to lose to your rivals. And that will affect the grand scheme of things if you are to make it to the postseason. And then the postseason is still the postseason. You can't lose. There's no room for error there. As Johnson is fouled, and we'll get the first free throws of the night for Pima. And with the out-of-conference games as well, it gives Coach Peabody a chance to work on some things as we have our media timeout, and we'll talk more about that when we come back with Pima ahead 113-30 with 15 to go in the ball game. We'll step aside on the Aztec Sports Network.
Automotive is more than just a place to buy a car. Our commitment goes beyond the showroom floor. We're dedicated to giving back to the community that has embraced us. From supporting local schools to participating in neighborhood cleanups, we're invested in making Tucson better for everyone. Because without the community around us, without you, we wouldn't be here. Thank you for supporting us all these years. Chapman Automotive.
Out of the timeout, 2 free throws incoming for the Aztecs, and more specifically for Isaac Johnson, who leads all scorers at the moment. He had a season-high 42 points earlier this year as he misses the first one. Going back to that point about Coach Peabody being able to experiment here in the out-of-conference games, and try to figure out what's going to work for the conference games and get everybody healthy. That's one of the main reasons Pima was so good last year, as they finished the season undefeated, went all the way and finished third in the national rankings and in the national tournament, was because everybody was healthy. Coach Peabody found what worked and didn't stray from that. As Irving is rejected on his way to the hoop. 2v2, Hill has a wide open lane. As Hunt intercepts another, he'll go coast to coast. And a preview for tonight's second game for the women's basketball team. They come in as the 7th-ranked team in the country. And this one is stolen away by Hill. Up ahead for Graham. Nice pass and finish by G.J. Graham from the pass by Isaiah Hill. Pima comes into that one 3-2. It's their home opener. After 5 games, finally getting to come back home and play a game in front of the home crowd as they face off against Yavapai, who is still winless in the early part of the year, 0-8. They did play each other earlier this year. Pima came out on top with 99 points as Irving rejects Johnson. He goes coast to coast and finishes it off. Hunt flushes it down. Inside, travel called against Christian Amos. 13 minutes to play. Here's Graham, over to Hunt. He has another three-pointer. Mason Hunt with 7 straight points for Pima as well. Pima flirting with going up by 100. Graham strips it away. 3-on-1. Graham goes and gives it up to Hunt, who has 9 straight points on 4 straight baskets. The 6th man last year looks to have a big role as Pima look to go back to the national tournament, maybe bring home some hardware. And going back to the preview for tonight's game, the women's basketball team finished national runners-up last year. Actually finished better than the men's basketball team, who was the number 1 team in the country. Both teams did win the ACCAC, as Mendoza makes it look easy down low. Graham up for Johnson.
2-point basket by Isaac Johnson, assisted by DJ Graham.
Inside, back outside, as Arkerson is rejected by Johnson. Graham tried to find Hunt, but it's poked away and stolen away by Hurtado. All the way up ahead, Amos. He finds Allianz off back iron. And Hunt will slam it down. Timeout called by Park. Will inflate it to a media timeout with Pima ahead on the Aztec Sports Network.
Testing out his skills in robotics, Alex Phillips is a little envious he wasn't able to learn his trade at Pima Community College's new advanced manufacturing facility.
This is sort of what I would imagine the sort of facilities that like MIT has almost.
Phillips, who recently graduated from Pima, is checking out the new state-of-the-art amenities. Advanced equipment will be offered to students who are interested in automated industrial technology, computer-aided design, machining, and welding programs. This Center of Excellence has also impressed the local employers looking to hand-select Pima students to build their technology.
It makes us happy to come together with our students to show that manufacturing in this next century is a bright new future.
Phillips is so impressed that he wants to enroll at Pima again.
I'm definitely looking forward to it. It's an incredible facility. I've never seen anything like it before in my life.
For more information, visit the web address on your
Out of the timeout, 10:53 to play, and if you are just joining me, I'm Ryan Sirk. That is the correct score. 133-32. The number 3 team in the country, Pima, on top of Park University JV here this afternoon.
Returning to action will be Buccaneers ball.
It's Park basketball out of the timeout. And don't forget to subscribe if you want to be notified when we do go live for men's basketball or women's basketball. That's in session at the moment, but we will also bring baseball and softball when the seasons come around. So if you subscribe, you'll be notified so you can tune in and support Pima Athletics as this one doesn't fall. Tavian Brown with the board. Good ball movement, sets up a wide open McKenzie who's too strong, bounces off the head of Drew Hall. And stolen away by McKenzie. Ten minutes to play. Grain tips it out of play, and Park will take over. Here's Hurtado. Park slow things down. There's only been one foul each here in the second half, but both resulted in free throws. There was also a technical foul issued against Pima as Hall knocks it down.
3-for-3, Drew Hall.
Beautiful looking shot from Drew Hall at the corner. Never was really in doubt of missing that one. As Allianz drives in, back outside, here's Arkerson. Brown up for Green. Easy as you like, 2 more for Pima. And as things stand, I don't know if this is the official stat or not, but this could be the biggest win in program history. I mean, you've got to think it's up there, right? Eight minutes to play, Pima up by 108. Pima to take over with 2 more players to come in for Park. It's Christian Amos and Devin Irving, who have been the best 2 players on offense for Park so far tonight. Green down low, hook shot goes.
That's a 2-point baby hook shot by Kai Green.
Stolen away by Brown. Another steal and another points off turnovers.
By Kai Green. Assisted by Tavian Brown.
And we have the under 8 media timeout. We'll step aside again on the Aztec Sports Network.
Chuck Wagon here, and football's hard. But finding your next vehicle at Chapman Automotive is easy. We've got 7 brands across 9 locations and hundreds of vehicles to choose from. Chapman Automotive. Come visit us today or check us out online at ChapmanTucson.com. Want to chill right here for a second.
Back inside Aztec Gymnasium with Pima ahead 144-32 over Park University. With 7:39 to play in this one. It's still that second group for Pima of Green, McKenzie, Brown. And the first time we've seen Paul Olivares in this one. Too strong on the baby hook shot from Cunningham. Brown, nice pass. Inside Green doesn't go. Caleb Brown cleans things up. Here's Cunningham. Drives in, rejected by Olivares. Up ahead, Brown. He'll lay it in.
Basket by Tavian Brown, assisted by Paul Olivares.
The most amount of points Pima has scored this year is 148 now. It was 141. But Pima has scored at least 123 points in the opening 4 games of the year as McKenzie splashes home a 3. Wherever you may be tuning in from, whether it's here in Tucson, up in Gilbert, or anywhere around the world, we appreciate you tuning in and sticking with us throughout this ball game on the Aztec Sports Network. Whether you tuned in from the start or just tuned in now, we appreciate the support. The first conference game of the year is December 3rd against Phoenix College. That one up in Phoenix. Unfortunately, we don't broadcast the away games, at least not yet. Maybe we'll get a plan in place to be able to do so. As Brown is double teamed down low, he's fouled and he'll shoot 2 free throws. And there's also the Aztec Winter Classic here at the West Campus. That starts December 29th. Also the 30th and the 31st, with schools coming down to not only play Pima, but play other schools as well. It's both men and women's games. Last year was some of the best games we had all year, including a Pima buzzer beater. As the second free throw doesn't go, it's 152-32. Irving goes coast to coast. Down low, nice pass. Here's Cunningham, who gets it to fall. 5 straight points for Park. And Brown has it stripped from behind by Allianz. Inside, Irving. He can't get it to fall. Outside, Olivares. Too strong. Hall gets the board. Nice pass. Beautiful feed. Sets up an easy finish for Tavian Brown. The Pima, the favorites to win the AC once more. Their biggest threat, at least on paper, would be Chandler Gilbert Community College, who will come down to Tucson on January 3rd. And also on Valentine's Day, February 14th. But this is not good news for Pima, as Drew Hall is down in a heap. McKenzie's going to have to come in and replace Hall. That's now back-to-back games that an Aztec player has gone down holding their ankle. Hopefully he's okay. Gives a thumbs up. Drew Hall gets a couple of claps, but his night is likely done, should be done, with this game out of reach. And in the bag for Pima. Olivares gets two more for Pima. And 2 free throws incoming for Demarion Cunningham. And a timeout called. That'll send us to the media timeout. 158-37 with 4:09 to play on the Aztec Sports Network.
Automotive is more than just a place to buy a car. Our commitment goes beyond the showroom floor. We're dedicated to giving back to the community that has embraced us. From supporting local schools to participating in neighborhood cleanups, we're invested in making Tucson better for everyone. Because without the community around us, without you, we wouldn't be here. Thank you for supporting us all these years. Chapman Automotive.
A quick media timeout comes to an end, and we're back from Tucson, Arizona, with free throws, or one free throw incoming for Demarion Cunningham. Second one is missed as well, as McKenzie looks for an option. Kalen Brown can't finish at the dish, and it's quickly the other way. It ends up being tipped out of play, and Park will keep it. Inside, rejected by Brown. Well, here's the question I've got for the chat. If you want to interact, is which one do you prefer? A big dunk or a big block? Personally, I'm a big fan of the dunks, but the blocks can get you off your feet as well. And so far tonight, so far this season, both have been on display. Whether it's blocks from behind or alley-oop attempts and alley-oop dunks. Here's Green. So I'd love to hear your input as Olivares knocks down the tray. 161 for Pima. So yeah, the question of the broadcast is, do you prefer dunks or blocks? And answered immediately by Allianz. Inside, here's Brown. He'll force his way through. Brown had requested a sub because this is his first game of the year, and after coming back from injury, playing this high-tempo offense, it can be difficult to acclimate. But what better way to acclimate than playing your way through it with 2:09 to play? And Coach Peabody and his staff will not bring him out. Amos works on Olivares. Inside, foul called against Pima, and it goes against Kalen Brown. .150 to go. Christian Amos shooting free throws, and his first one is good. And going back to the keys of the game, if Pima were to get upset tonight, it was going to be take care of the basketball for Park. They'd not do so, and that's going to be pretty much the key to the game to everyone who visits Pima Community College. So if you hear me say it again, don't be surprised, because Pima make you pay, and a technical foul issued to Julian Allianz. Kalen Brown to shoot the free throws. 163-43 the score, as he misses the first. Second one is good. And it's Pima basketball still with 1:41 to play. Brown loses the handle. It goes over the backboard and out of play. An illegal screen issued against DJ Arkerson. And 90 seconds still remain. Here's Brown. He'll eye up the three. Left it short. Rebound Olivares. McKenzie inside. Left-handed hook shot goes. In and out from Allianz. Here's Green quickly across. Tavian Brown can't get it to fall. Rebound Green, who puts it back up and through. Olivares can't get it to fall. Unlucky, but Brown puts it through, and Pima up to 170. And that's how things will end. 170-47.
Aztec fans.
And this will go down as one of the biggest wins in program history, if not the biggest in Pima men's basketball history, as things end 170-47. Again, this is game one. We have game two to you in about 30 minutes as Pima women's basketball have their home opener against Yavapai College after this. Next time we'll be in action for men's basketball is on Friday on the Aztec Sports Network, as Pima Community College hosts Benedictine Mesa Junior Varsity at 4 p.m. And then on Saturday, November 22nd at noon, Justice College Junior Varsity team comes down to Tucson as well. Before signing off, I want to say thank you to first you, the listener, or the viewer, however you may have tuned into this broadcast on the Aztec Sports Network. We do it for you. Without you, there'd be no broadcast. I'd also like to thank Raymond Suarez, the Sports Information Director here at Pima Community College, for providing me the stats, rosters, and everything in between so that I could provide that to you throughout the game. Once again, your final score, Pima 170, Park University 47. I'm Ryan Sirk saying so long and see you next time from Tucson on the Aztec Sports Network. Have a great night, everyone.